across the terminal floor, painting soft lines under drifting boots. In that slow-moving winter arrival, her quiet glance brushed past my route. A suitcase rolled with a gentle rhythm, matching the calm in her steady breath. Her hair caught hints of the pale cold daylight, falling smooth around her steps. And her eyes drew warmth through the crowded hall, soft as silent stories call. Every second echoed quiet wonder, rising gently through it all. When the winter breeze passed by my jacket, her calm gaze held me from the fall. She slowed a moment near the wide glass window, watching snow begin its trace. And in that still frame of early winter, light embraced her quiet face. I felt the motion of time grow lighter, shifting softly through the airport air. And in that fleeting breath between footfalls, something warm unfolded there. And her eyes drew warmth through the crowded hall, soft as silent stories call. Every second echoed quiet wonder, rising gently through it all. When the winter breeze passed by my jacket, her calm gaze held me from the fall.
A doorway swung with a gentle motion, letting daylight spill across the floor. Footsteps moved through the open lobby, blending sound from door to door. Rolling back, tapped along the tiles, marking rhythm near the waiting line. She stepped inside through the shifting shadows, framed by overhead design. And the entrance filled with steady light, drawing lines in colors bright. Every detail shaped a clear alignment, matching paths from left to right. If the ceiling vents released a cool breeze, fabric swayed in lifted flight. Across the hall with a quiet cadence, passing screens with transit news. Her silhouette rose near the marble pillars, outlines shifting into view. A turning glance met the distant figure, paused between the sliding glass. And in the narrow frame of moving panels, lines converged as people passed. And the entrance filled with steady light, drawing lines in colors bright. Every detail shaped a clear alignment, matching paths from left to right. If the ceiling vents released a cool breeze, fabric swayed in lifted flight.
The sky poured light on the quiet pathways, stretching soft across the open park. Her gentle steps matched the breezy rhythm, painting warmth against the spark. A pastel hue brushed the winter branches, falling lightly where we roam. She laughed a bit at the passing joggers, letting comfort find a home. And the calm we shared in the fading noon felt like gentle afternoon. Every footstep carried quiet shining, moving softly like a tune. If the cool wind drifted through the treetops, her warm smile brightened every bloom. She tucked her hair as the breeze came softly, letting sunlight cross her face. I felt the moment settle warm around us, filling up the open space. We walked a while with an easy rhythm, letting small surprises start. And in that steady beat between footsteps, something bloomed inside my heart. And the calm we shared in the fading noon felt like gentle afternoon. Every footstep carried quiet shining, moving softly like a tune. If the cool wind drifted through the treetops, her warm smile brightened every bloom.
The morning light slid across the terminal floor, painting soft lines under drifting boots. In that slow-moving winter arrival, her quiet glance brushed past my route. A suitcase rolled with a gentle rhythm, matching the calm in her steady breath. Her hair caught hints of the pale cold daylight, falling smooth around her steps. And her eyes drew warmth through the crowded hall, soft as silent stories call. Every second echoed quiet wonder, rising gently through it all. When the winter breeze passed by my jacket, her calm gaze held me from the fall. She slowed a moment near the white glass window, watching snow begin its trace. And in that still frame of early winter, light embraced her quiet face. I felt the motion of time grow lighter, shifting softly through the airport air. And in that fleeting breath between footfalls, something warm every second echoed quiet wonder, rising gently through it all. When the winter breeze passed by my jacket, her calm gaze held me from the fall. Her phone screen glowed in the dim apartment, casting light across a wooden floor. The keyboard blinked with an empty text box, waiting still for something more. A streetcar bell rang under her window, threads of sound along the line. She typed a word, then cleared the letters, letting screen light realign. And the devices lit their quiet space, holding text in idle place. Every cursor moved with steady rhythm, flashing soft and measured pace. If the breezes passed along the curtain, shadows traced across her face. My phone buzzed once on the small round table near the books beside the chair. A tram rolled past with a gentle rumble, sending ripples through the air. I tapped the screen and the field unfolded, blank and white as winter sky. A single phrase formed near the corner, then dissolved before reply. And the devices lit their quiet space, holding text in idle place. Every cursor moved with steady rhythm, flashing soft and measured pace. If the breezes passed along the curtain, shadows traced across her face.
Steam curls slow from the small white paper cup, tracing soft waves through the winter air. Across the counter where travelers gathered, she stood again, calm and fair. Her hands wrapped gently around the warm handle, holding comfort in that simple way. A strand of hair brushed her quiet shoulder, falling tender through the day. And the warmth she held seemed to reach my breath, soft as winter's calm caress. Every moment felt like gentle rising, clearing shadows with its press. If the chilly wind slid past the doorway, her warm glow eased all the rest. She took a seat near the wide lit window, letting daylight paint her face. The soft brown glow from the drifting coffee wrapped her stillness in a grace. I watched her smile at a passing suitcase, something peaceful in her gaze. And in that casual spark of morning, quiet wonder filled the space, and the warmth she held seemed to reach my breath, soft as winter's calm caress. Every moment felt like gentle rising, clearing shadows with its press. If the chilly wind slid past the doorway, her warm glow eased all the rest. She turned with sunlight skipping on her sleeve, moving lightly through the busy lane. Her calm, bright smile met my gentle greeting, warming up the cold terrain. Her voice rose soft with a cheerful rhythm, falling easy through the flowing crowd. And when she shared the name she carried, daylight lifted clear and proud. And her name felt sweet in the morning glow, soft as quiet breezes flow. Every syllable held a spark of laughter, rising bright and steady slow. If the cool air brushed along my collar, her warm tone eased every echo. I spoke my name with a small shy chuckle, letting comfort take its place. She nodded gently with a playful shimmer, light reflecting on her face. For just a moment the world grew brighter, drifting smooth along our pace. And in that lively beat between footsteps, something warm began to trace. And her name felt sweet in the morning glow, soft as quiet breezes flow. Every syllable held a spark of laughter, rising bright and steady slow. If the cool air brushed along my collar, her warm tone eased every echo. Sweet in the morning glow, soft as quiet breezes flow. Every syllable held a spark of laughter, rising bright and steady slow. If the cool air brushed along my collar, her warm tone eased every echo. Sleeve, moving lightly through the busy lane. Her calm, bright smile met my gentle greeting, warming up the cold terrain. Her voice rose soft with a cheerful rhythm, falling easy through the flowing crowd. And when she shared the she carried, daylight lifted clear and proud. And her name felt sweet in the morning glow, soft as quiet breezes flow. Every syllable held a spark
I spoke my name with a small shy chuckle, letting comfort take its place. She nodded gently with a playful shimmer, light reflecting on her face. For just a moment the world grew brighter, drifting smooth along our pace. And in that lively beat between footsteps, something warm began to trace. And her name felt sweet in the morning glow, soft as quiet breezes flow. Every syllable held a spark of laughter, rising bright and steady slow. If the cool air brushed along my collar, her warm tone eased every echo. And her name felt sweet in the morning glow, soft as quiet breezes flow. Every syllable held a spark of laughter, rising bright and steady slow. If the cool air brushed along my collar, her warm tone eased every echo.
Morning lights crossed a quiet platform, tracing shadows on the rising rail. Her suitcase rolled with a steady motion, marking paths along the trail. City map spread across the table, edges lifting near the subway breeze. We walk through streets lined with winter signage, reading routes with practiced ease. And the hours move from day to night, painting scenes and shifting light. Every moment framed a different corner, changing routes in clear sight. If the skyline turned its colors slowly, buildings glowed and softened high. A park bench held our coats beside us, corners folded neat and thin. The river bridge caught the fading sunbeams, casting stripes on steel and tin. Cafe steam rose along the window, marking trails where fingers drew. And in the open space between footsteps, frames arranged in simple view. And the hours moved from day to night, painting scenes and shifting light. Every moment framed a different corner, changing routes in clear sight. If the skyline turned its colors slowly, buildings glowed and softened high. And the hours moved from day to night, painting scenes and shifting light. Every moment framed a different corner, changing routes in clear sight. If the skyline turned its colors slowly, buildings glowed and softened high.
Crosswalk blinked with a steady rhythm, marking timing near the quiet street. Our steps aligned with the passing headlights, falling soft beneath the heat. casting circles on drifting snow. The corner bench held faint wooden patterns, catching light from cars below. And the night arranged its quiet cues, placing lines and gentle views. Every shadow stretched along the pavement, forming shapes the lamps produced. If the cool air moved between the buildings, streetlight beams traced changing hues. She checked the time on the glowing screen light, seeing digits in a simple row. A taxi paused by the curbside railing, letting warming engines flow. Our footsteps slowed near the final corner, matching signals flashing red. And in the narrow break between door closings, city sounds framed what lay ahead. And the night arranged its quiet cues, placing lines and gentle views. Every shadow stretched along the pavement, forming shapes the lamps produced. If the cool air moved between the buildings, streetlight beams traced changing hues.
The morning sun traced across the crosswalk, jarring stripes on early stone. Her steps aligned with the blinking signal, keeping pace along the zone. A bus pulled out from the nearby station, sending drafts across the street. Her coat-hem lifted with shifting airflow, rising once in gentle beat. And the roadway marked a turning path, branching out in quiet math. Every sidewalk split in clean directions, forming lines the planners draft. If the shadows stretched along the building's frame, slid left with subtle graph. We reached a fork where the signs diverged, pointing routes from east to west. A painted arrow curved toward the parkway, showing trails and tidiness. Our footsteps moved through the shifting walkway, matching strides in even rows. And in the narrow space between the corners, streetlight beams formed tidy bows. And the roadway marked a turning path, branching out in quiet math. Every sidewalk split in clean directions, forming lines the planners draft. If the shadows stretched along the building's frame, slid left with subtle graph. Turning path, branching out in quiet math. Every sidewalk splitting clean directions, forming lines the planners draft. If the shadows stretched along the building's frame, slid left with subtle graph.
clock hands clicked in a quiet circle, marking minutes on the shaded wall. Her room held light from a distant street lamp, casting lines that rose and fall. A cable car hummed along the hillside, sending echoes through the night. Her window glass caught a faint soft shimmer, bending glow from passing light. And the hour moved with steady beats, filling calm in narrow streets. Every subtle sound shaped gentle patterns, drifting past the slumbered seats. If the wind rolled down the empty alleys, curtains swayed in measured sheets. In Paris rings from a distant church bell, across the rooftops in a single tone. My small desk lamp drew a golden circle, forming warmth along the stone. A passing tram clicked under arches, tracing sparks along the rail. And in the short gap between its motion, paper rustled near the mail. And the hour moved with steady beats, filling calm in narrow streets. Every subtle sound shaped gentle patterns, drifting past the slumbered seats. If the wind rolled down the empty alleys, curtains swayed in measured sheets. And the hour moved with steady beats, filling calm in narrow streets. Every subtle sound shaped gentle patterns, drifting past the slumbered seats. If the wind rolled down the empty alleys, curtains swayed in measured sheets. She reached to pull the studio doorway, letting hallway light unfold inside. The handle caught a faint fading warmth there, passing gently as she pressed wide. A folded scarf lay beside the railing, edges curled from earlier use. I lifted one end with a simple motion, shifting threads to let it loose. And the hallway held its steady glow, casting lines where footpaths go. Every passing touch formed brief impressions, marked along the evening flow. If a faint breeze moved across the entry, fabric swayed in gentle show. Her fingertips brushed the scarf I carried, crossing paths near the narrow frame. A small soft trace lingered on the surface, mine. Dreams unfolding under velvet beams. Her hands move softly as she described it, tracing shapes from distant dreams. A gentle sway rose within her laughter, flowing smooth like evening air. And when her eyes shone bright with passion, warmth began to gather there. And her dance lives soft in the winter glow, rising slow with steady flow. Every motion drawn inside her story made the calm around us grow. If a breeze slid faint across the walkway, her bright spark eased every shadow. As if remembering steps she carried from her past. And in that moment her quiet rhythm held my breath a little fast. I watched her smile as she turned beside me, letting sunlight warm her tone. And in that tender beat between heart waves, something new began to shine on. And her dance lives soft in the winter glow, rising slow with steady flow. Every motion drawn inside her story made the calm around us grow. If a breeze slid faint across the walkway, her bright spark eased every shadow.
She reached to pull the studio doorway, letting hallway light unfold inside. The handle caught a faint, fading warmth there, passing gently as she pressed wide. A folded scarf lay beside the railing, edges curled from earlier use. I lifted one end with a simple motion, shifting threads to let it loose. And the hallway held its steady glow, casting lines where footpaths go. Every passing touch formed brief impressions marked along the evening flow. If a faint breeze moved across the entry, fabric swayed in gentle show. Her fingertips brushed the scarf I carried, crossing paths near the narrow frame. A small soft trace lingered on the surface, leaving warmth without a name. We stepped outside where the lights grew brighter, frames aligned quiet space between gestures. Shadows tracked our shifting feet, and the hallway held its steady glow, casting lines where footpaths go. Every passing touch formed brief impressions marked along the evening flow. If a faint breeze moved across the entry, fabric swayed in gentle show. Passing touch formed brief impressions marked along the evening flow. If a faint breeze moved across the entry, fabric swayed in gentle show.
Sidewalk echo with sudden shifting, footsteps widening near the lane. A cyclist slow by the crowded corner, pressing brakes against the rain. She paused a step by the lowered railing, hands extended for balance there. Her scarf slid down with a gentle motion, landing softly near the stair. And the street arranged its shifting cues, tracing lines in moving views. Every gesture matched the flowing pattern, marking steps the moment drew. If the pavement shimmered near our footsteps, light stretched out in blended hue. I moved beside her with steady posture, lifting scarf from puddled ground. A passing cab cast a brief reflection, folding shapes without a sound. She held the rail as the crowd passed slowly, clearing space beneath the light. And in the narrow gap between two footfalls, past the line from left to right. And the street arranged its shifting cues, tracing lines in moving views. Every gesture, the flowing pattern, marking steps the moment drew. If the pavement shimmered near our footsteps, light stretched out in blended hue. The street arranged its shifting cues, tracing lines in moving views. Every gesture matched the flowing pattern, marking steps the moment drew. If the pavement shimmered near our footsteps, light stretched out in blended hue.
The morning sun traced across the crosswalk, drawing stripes on early stone. Her steps align with the blinking signal, keeping pace along the zone. A bus pulled out from the nearby station, sending drafts across the street. Her coat hem lifted with shifting airflow, rising once in gentle beat. And the roadway marked a turning path, branching out in quiet math. Every sidewalk split in clean directions, forming lines the planners drafted. The shadows stretched along the buildings, frames slid left with subtle grace. We reached a fork where the signs diverged, pointing routes from east to west. A painted arrow curved toward the parkway, showing trails in tidiness. Our footsteps move through the shifting walkway, matching strides in even rows. And in the narrow space between the corners, streetlight beams form tidy bows. And the roadway marked a turning path, branching out in quiet math. Every sidewalk split in clean directions, forming lines the planners drafted. The shadows stretched along the buildings, frames slid left, extra repeat. And the roadway marked a turning path, branching out in quiet math. Every sidewalk split in clean directions, forming lines the planners drafted. The shadows stretched along the buildings, frames slid left with subtle grace. She paused beside the storefront window, letting sunlight rest along her face. A small bright curve formed near her cheekbone, shifting shadows in the space. The passing cars caught a clearer glimmer, reflecting lines across the lane. A street sign flickered under soft wind pressure, straining once again. And the daylight rose along the street, filling corners clean and neat. Every surface caught a brighter pattern, moving warm and gentle beat. If the skyline bent the rays around us, frames aligned in lifted heat. A bench took a golden highlight, stretching beams across its grain. Her lifted chin met the moving brightness, changing tones along the frame. The crosswalk lights grew sharp and vivid, marking paths in balanced rows. And in the short gap between her footsteps, color shifted as she goes. And the daylight rose along the street, filling corners clean and neat. Every surface caught a brighter pattern, moving warm and gentle beat. If the skyline bent the rays around us, frames aligned in lifted
Streetlights rose along the crossing lines, filling sidewalks with a golden glow. Taxi lights move slowly down the roadway, leaving trails along the snow. Storefront glass held shifting reflections, casting colors on passing coats. A quiet bus rolled under pale blue singage, marking routes in careful notes. And the evening spread across the blocks, painting light on doors and locks. Every billboard flickered gentle patterns, tracing scenes above the docks. If the winter air brushed through the alleys, neon signs lit steady clocks. Tall buildings framed the dusky distance, outlines rising toward the sky. Steam drifted up from the city grates there, curling softly as cars passed by. Crosswalk sounds stitched along the corners, guiding footsteps through the stream. And in the narrow gap between stoplights, shadows shifted like a beam. And the evening spread across the blocks, painting light on doors and locks. Every billboard flickered gentle patterns, tracing scenes above the docks. If the winter air brushed through the alleys, neon signs lit steady clocks. The gentle heat returned to her fingers, bringing color to the frosted day. She held the glow with a quiet stillness, letting comfort drift her way. I watched her hands grow warm and peaceful, soft light rising where her touch would stay. And in that calm I felt a tender stirring, filling silence in a gentle sway. And I smiled as her warmth came through, soft and simple in the view. Every breath around us felt more peaceful, falling calm like morning dew. If the breeze stayed cool across my jacket, her gentle heat felt clear and true. She didn't see how the moment lingered, painting brightness where the frost had been. Her quiet glow rose soft between us, touching all my thoughts within. The snow kept drifting in steady silence, light unfolding where the breezes grew. And in that tender winter moment, all I felt was warmth anew. And I smiled as her warmth came through, soft and simple in the view. Every breath around us felt more peaceful, falling calm like morning dew. If the breeze stayed cool across my jacket, a gentle heat felt clear and true.